There are a lot of big mistakes people make when getting a second passport and second citizenship with a real estate option. No matter where you choose to get your second citizenship and passport, the following points you should memorize. So if you look back on your choice down the road, you'll know that you made the right decision on this. In this video, I'm going to actually give you the steps to take so that you won't be stepping on landmines when making your choice, when picking a property option to get citizenship, no matter where that passport and citizenship is. Also, if you're making at least $150,000 US a year and or you got a net worth of at least 1 million US and you want to learn how to legally get your taxes to zero or how to get a second passport as quick as 2 months, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button to the right of your screen right here and you'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And number 2 is I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and ask for some help. All right, now these are the things that you need to be looking for when you're actually purchasing property anywhere under the real estate option. And these are the steps either you want to avoid or implement into your plans when making a decision on getting that second passport, no matter where you're going to pick that passport at. If you stick to these type concepts I'm going to go over with you, you'll be happy on your decisions. Okay, now number 1 is, this is one of the most important ones that people screw up on all the time, and that is people getting with their lawyer and paying them before they actually get with our company, and actually this can be a big mistake. Let me explain to you why. In fact, I had a guy that sent me a notification just the other day that stated with it, he was going to get with his lawyer, and then when he got with his lawyer, he was going to get with our company to get his property. Well, this is actually in the reverse in the way you should do it. The reason I say this is some people will actually get with their lawyer and then pay their lawyer to do the citizenship paperwork. And then they'll see one of our videos and then call our company and then find out that they could have gotten their legal fees paid for because of a special arrangement we've got with the developer where they will actually pick up those legal fees and pay for them, but not through your lawyer, which means that you won't get those legal fees back, which would be thousands of dollars. There are actually 3 legal fees the buyer pays for in the property option in St. Kitts and Nevis, and they are escrow agent fees, which is to hold the real estate funds, and then you've got legal fees to actually do the citizenship paperwork, and then the third fee is these are legal fees to actually take and transfer the title. Now, there's a second thing that you need to look at too, and that is that the other fast-track citizenship countries in the Caribbean don't have the strict escrow agent requirements that St. Kitts and Nevis requires, which could put your investment at a bigger risk going with a real estate option, going with the other fast-track citizenship programs in the Caribbean. These strict escrow requirements just actually came into effect in March of 2021, just last month in St. Kitts and Nevis, that the other fast-track Caribbean countries do not offer. All right, now let me explain to you how this escrow works and how it really safeguards you in your investment. You got escrow agent fees, and again, this was a new law that was enacted in St. Kitts and Nevis that would prevent developers from selling units in citizenship by investment projects that remain undeveloped by making payouts from the escrow account contingent on the fulfillment of construction milestones. Now, it will ensure that any client purchasing a real estate option, the purchase and sell agreement must always be at the face amount of the investment, that being either $200,000 or $400,000, depending on if it's a fractional or a full unit that you're buying. Those are minimums. Now, the escrow agreement must be in place for the same amount. In the new legislation, all real estate transactions will have to go into escrow and then released from escrow upon certification of the various stages of completion of the project. So basically, the escrow agreements will have payout stages. The new escrows bill structure seeks to ensure that applications placed for real estate would be used for construction. This is different to what was done in the past because the regulations weren't strong enough to actually ensure that payouts from escrow were based on construction levels. All right. The third mistake that people need to be aware of is, which I've been through quite a few times in the past, is using fractional units versus buying the whole unit. I've mentioned in the past that buying a fraction of a property will yield a lower rate of return than buying the whole unit. Number 4 is another big mistake, and that is when you select a citizenship program, always pick the country that has the best tax laws, that has the most visa-free countries at the best cost, that doesn't have a military requirement for you or your children, where you don't have to take any sort of language test, where the country's main language is your native language, and where you can get the passport quickly. Now, St. Kitts and Nevis beats out all the fast-track citizenship programs in the Caribbean because it's the only one that fulfills all these requirements. But even going to St. Kitts, if you don't go by these other things I'm mentioning, you can still hit these landmines. So you need to really take note of this when you're going for the property option, even in St. Kitts. Now, another big mistake is not getting a good management company to handle the rental of your property where your occupancy rate is high. Now, one that we deal with has an occupancy rate as high as 90% up to 96% for the whole development, and this is an average it does continuously. And number 6 is you also want a development where the security is very good. One of the ones that we deal with, the occupancy rate averages long-term in the 90th percentile because the security is very good, the location is top-notch, and this is what renters are looking for. And number 7 is we also like one development because they offer a leaseback program where the rent over a 5-year period is paid up front as soon as you close on the property. Now, one reason they can do this is their occupancy rate averages, like I said, in the 90th percentile, so they know they can keep the rental rented constantly. This takes the headaches off you as being the landlord, worrying about getting renters because your money has been paid up front as soon as you close on the property. So it's the management's responsibility to collect the rent because you've been paid, your money up front for the 5 years. And this is irregardless of what happens in the economy. Now, a lot of people worry about gaps of time between when the renter moves out and the new renter moves in. In this leaseback, you don't have to worry about this because all your money is being paid up front. Any sort of headaches dealing with that is dealing with the management because all your money's already been paid. So for a 5-year period. Now, number 8 is another thing that you need to take in consideration, and that is try and get into a development where all the maintenance fees are covered over a 5-year period. This particular development, all the fees are covered over 5 years except for the property taxes, which is almost nothing because in St. Kitts, the property taxes run 0.20% of what you're buying. And that's with a $29,000 US exclusion before the 0.20% kicks in. Now, number 9 is another thing that you need to look for, and that is make sure that the area that you choose is not only price good, but it needs to be the nicest place in the country. And you also want to be where all the other homes are kept up. You don't want to be in a place where you've got one nice home and you got to dump down the road. It needs to be in a real nice planned unit development. This is what's going to help rent your place and also make it grow in value. Anyway, if you're interested in learning more on this, if you go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and hit that top bar that says apply with us, fill out the questions, and then hit the bottom bar that says send it to us. We'll get back with you. We deal with a lot of countries, citizenship by investment, residency by investment all over the world. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen right here, and you'll get new videos as they come out automatically. And folks, if you're not making at least $150,000 a year or have a net worth at least $1 million, these are the clients that we're looking for. These are the ones that can be affected the most. Now, if you're making under $150,000 a year, but your business is growing, you're seeing your income grow a lot, then that's an exception. But if you're in your 50s and you've been consistently making $30,000 a year, and you're not paying that much in taxes, this program is not really geared for you. I'd like to help you, but this is geared towards high earners and people with high net worths. Anyway, I'll look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.